All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and do the corrections for our common assessment that we took yesterday. So we're going to have time to start them in class, but if you don't finish in class, you do have to finish your corrections in tutorials, and all of your corrections need to be done in order to improve your grade. So don't just spend time in class getting them done. Let's make sure we complete them to the fullest. So not only do you need to show your work on your paper, but make sure that you're writing a complete sentence about what you did wrong and what you should have done to properly solve the problem. So of course, we always need to text code. So we're going to read it first. Lena is 5 3/4 feet tall. Her shadow is 8 feet long. At the same time of day, a tree's shadow is 24 feet long. What is the height of the tree? So there's two ways to do this. So first thing that I always do is I draw a picture. Oh, it's totally messing up my writing, huh? All right, well, we'll deal with it. So I draw a picture. So here we have Lena. She's going to be over here because she's shorter. And she is 5 3/4 feet tall. Her shadow is 8 feet long. At the same time of day, a tree, it's weird, has a shadow of 24 feet. And we're looking for the height of the tree. So we have our pictures, so we can do this and identify our corresponding sides. We can also use the ratio of shadow over actual. So shadow for the tree is 24 feet, and we don't know the actual height. And the shadow for Lena is 8 feet, and her height is 5 3/4. So 5 3/4, I don't like working with fractions, so I'm going to go ahead and change it to a decimal. If there's a 4 on the bottom, I know I think about quarters, so there's 3 quarters, so that's 75 cents. So 5.75. Now I go ahead and do my cross product. So 8 times x, so 8x equals 5.75 times 24. So 5.75 times 24. 5 times 4 is 20. 4 times 7 is 28, 30. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 3 is 23, put a 0. 2 times 5 is 10. 1 up top, 2 times 7 is 14, plus 1 is 15. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 1 is 11. Gonna add them up. 0, 0, 8, 3, 1. 2 numbers to the right of the decimal. So I move my decimal 2 places. So 138. So 138. I know that I need to get x by itself by dividing by the number directly next to it. So I'm going to go ahead and do 138 divided by 8. 8 goes into 13 one time. 13 minus 8 is 5, so 58. 7 times 8 is 56. 8 minus 6 is 2. Put a decimal and a 0. Put my decimal up top. 8 goes into 20 twice. 2 times 8 is 16. 48 times 5 is 40. So 17.25. And 25, that's like 1/4. So 17 1/4. If you didn't know that, you could put your 0.25 and know it's in the hundredths place. So 25 over 100. And then divide the top and the bottom by 25. And you would get 1/4 as well. So my answer here was B. All right, moving right along, let's look at this situation here. It says the parallelograms are similar. What proportion can you use to find the value of x? So first thing, I need to find my corresponding sides. So I know the dimension of HI, and so that corresponding side is AB. And then I have HK and AD. So if I was going to write my proportion, I would go ahead and do, let's say I want to do 14 over 10, if I want to start with my red ones, and then do the green ones. And if I started at this parallelogram, I'm going to start here. So 9.8 over x. So knowing that, I am going to go ahead and look at my diagonal with my variable. So 14 and x is what I'm looking for. So here, 10 and x are in the diagonal. I have 9.8 in x, 9.8 in x, and 14 in x. So since I need 14 in x, the only one that has 14 in x in the same diagonal is D. Okay, moving right along to number 3. So this one was a little bit tough because we're used to a shape within a shape, not a shape on top of a shape. So if we use our letters up top, it says trapezoid A, B, F, E. So I'm going to go ahead and redraw my trapezoid. So I have, and I saw a lot of y'all do that. I was very proud of you. So I have A, B, F, E, and then I have E, F, D, C. And I know that this dimension is 2, and the bottom here is 3.2, but the top is the same piece, so that's 3.2 as well. And it says, what is the length of DC? So knowing that, now that it's separated, it's a little easier for me to see. So I see the top here is 2, top here is 3.2. So those are corresponding sides. The only other dimension I have is the bottom, and that's what I'm looking for. So I can go ahead and do my proportion now. So 3.2 over x equals, I'm going to go with the blues. I did 3.2 over x, so I need to do 2 over 3.2. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my cross product, and solve. So 2x equals 3.2 times 3.2. 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, but a 0, 2 times 3 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, 4, 6 plus 6 is 12, 10.24. Now I need to divide it by 2. So I'm going to do 10.24 divided by 2. 2 times 5 is 10. 0, bring down my 2. 1 times 2 is 2. 0, bring down my 4. 2 times 2 is 4, so 5.12. Nice.